Hey guys, Bobby here. I'm here with my good friend, mentor, and Master Fabio Gurgel, also the founder of Alliance Jiu-Jitsu. He's gonna take us through Alliance Jiu-Jitsu Jardins. Maybe not that obvious to you, but obvious to me. We're here in São Paulo, super busy. So I'm very curious to hear, why we actually opened the flagship Alliance Jiu-Jitsu here in São Paulo. So Fabio, thanks so much for showing us around.
My pleasure, Bobby.
Appreciate
Really
that.
nice to have you here. We are here, as Bobby said, in front of Alliance Jardins, our first flagship. We are in the Jardins neighborhood, which is a very iconic neighborhood in São Paulo. Very busy, a lot of restaurants, stores, and it's a place to be if you're in São Paulo.
So Fabio, I want to ask you, what does a flagship actually mean?
I think we try to bring a new concept in Jiu-Jitsu academies. I started my journey in Jiu-Jitsu when I was pretty young in early 80s in Rio, right? And the academies were like tiny places inside the buildings in Rio, academies. I mean, Jacare's academy has 60 square meters, one restroom, and that was it, and we saw the jiu-jitsu growing, and we really believe that jiu-jitsu can reach more people. And we know that there's a lot of people that are not comfortable to go to a regular jiu-jitsu gym. So the idea of the flagship is to show the world like jiu-jitsu is for everybody.
I see.
So it's definitely a different concept. It's definitely I think the biggest and the most beautiful academy that you guys can see in Brazil. And yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go take a look.
We used to have the front desk of the academy. It was like the reception, right? So we always had someone sitting on the chair, looking to the people and doing a lot of work. So when the students come, they are doing other tasks and they don't really give attention to the students.
Okay.
So we brought to the academy the same concept of the hotel concierge, which is we are here for you,
I see.
So there is no bureaucratic job on this balcony. So the bureaucratic job goes to the office.
I
So
see.
the people that are in the front desk are here to help the students. Just check the numbers, and yesterday we have 647 students in Vila Olímpia. We are close to 240 in less than 1 year here at Jardins.
Right.
So we are doing pretty
And
well.
we just opened London too, right? How long
Just
ago did we
London.
actually open?
We opened in July.
Okay.
It took, it took a lot of time.
Of course, yeah.
More than we expect, but it was a very, it's a different place. It was very challenging to get the permits and all the setups that we need to do.
Right.
But the academy is like a jewel.
But I think the point is that we're trying to, again, change how jiu-jitsu looks globally, right?
Absolutely.
And starting with this one being the first flagship, and then London, and then obviously we have plans to open
So
a few
we are,
more.
We are
but-
just raising the bar in
Right.
terms of, hey, this is how we want to see, we want to show jiu-jitsu to society.
Right. Yeah.
And this is how, when you build a place like that, it's the kind of students you can have.
You can attract those students, right?
Yeah, because it's just comfortable. You go to the locker rooms, that's very comfortable.
Right.
They can come, they can train, they can have a nice shower, and go to the work or go back home or whatever.
Right.
But the place is just nice.
Yeah, let's take a look. Like I
Yeah.
said, I hate to hold it up with all these questions,
Yeah.
but let's keep moving.
To the side, which is open to the public, because the academy start right here, right?
Right.
And if you go to this side, we have coffee, and the coffee is Porã, which is the son of the owner of the coffee. He just got the first place in the world championship for baristas. So it's the best barista in the world. And that coffee is amazing. A special coffee from Minas Gerais and Espírito Santo in Brazil, to a very famous region by the beans. And so we serve not just the best jiu-jitsu, but also the best coffee.
Right. Yeah. In San Diego, we thought about maybe carving out some space in our academy to have like an acai shop or a juice place, but we felt that it was taking up mat opportunity. So I'm curious, like, and I don't know if the business model works in the U.S., but it is something we always thought about. Like, how do you assess if it makes sense to have, let's say, less space for the mat with like an area for this type of?
Yeah, I think once that you already have enough space for the mats.
I see.
And we
Okay.
do have.
Right.
Then we add more things. And
So you design your idea is to design all academies around the mats first, essentially, to maximize.
Because mats is what makes the academy successful.
Okay.
Right? I cannot sacrifice the size of the mat, and then I cannot fit all the students that I need.
I see.
But once that I have the mats that I need, I need to take care of other things. And those amenities that the lounge and where people are going to hang out together and talk, this is also very important.
I see. Yeah, makes sense.
So if you have a chance to have a space to people hang out, it brings them together. And in the end of the day, what do you want for our students? The sense of belonging, right? So we need our students to feel they are at home.
I see.
Here we have a place for part of our inventory of the products. We also have the laundry and the kitchen for the employees.
You know, when I first started coming to Brazil, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, I think was my first trip. I started seeing at all the different academies, and I'm talking about just weightlifting academies, and then now with jiu-jitsu, even your gym in Villa Olympia started having this turnstile. Like, is it more of a aesthetic thing, or is it actually help control people's memberships, or what is the point?
Help to control the memberships. I think in the beginning we didn't have, and at some number of students we need to have.
I see.
Because when you are small, you control, as you wish.
Yeah.
You
know who's paying and who's not.
You know. It's not because you need to control, it's also because it's better for the student.
I see.
Because you have someone telling him that he didn't pay. It doesn't need to be you, right? If I have to go to the man and say to my student, you need to pay, the relationship's already broke.
I see.
So turnstile say, something's wrong. Maybe it's not your payment. Maybe it's something else.
I see.
But you need to go to the concierge and see what's going on.
I see.
So, plenty of space, showers, So again, it's a place for the students to come, have a really nice shower, get ready to work,
And you have a towel service here.
Towel service, yes. This is just possible because we have the laundry. So we have the laundry, we wash the gis, and not all the gis because the students need to take care of their own gis, but we have the gis that we rent for the students and the intro class gis. We do a lot of intro classes, right? That's our system, our methodology. And every time the student come for a class, we have a gi ready for him. The association office, where we take care of the schools and support the association. So our team now is 16 people. We are still growing.
When we first partnered up, maybe 4.5 years ago now, how many people did you have for the association at that point? I think it was like 3 or 4, right?
Ricardo Camila.
I think the first call that I did, you guys were renting like a small, like a shared WeWork style place, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and now it's grown to this in just a short period of time. So
So the idea when we partnered up was exactly that. We need to really separate because in the beginning the association office was inside Villa Olympia, but it's not that it was an association office. It was my office inside the academy that we used to do everything, right? So it was a big step for us, But then the plan is the academy is growing, and
this one here is growing. This one here is growing.
Yeah, this one here is growing. So the academy, this space is amazing for private classes. We can separate 3 different private classes here, and at the same time have a group class if we need. If we stop here, it would be a really nice academy already, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Big space, big mats, but we still have this secret spot right here.
The third level.
Third level, yeah. We have this is we call the studio. So the idea here is, of course, it's a second meeting room, but it's also a place to record podcasts, and we still need to organize the setup, but the idea is to create content for platforms and media in general. It doesn't matter if you are Alliance or not, we need to really, raise the tide so every boat's gonna,
Right.
rise if we get Jiu-Jitsu bad in general. And of course, there's a bunch of people doing a great job, and that's why Jiu-Jitsu is growing. We are just another voice, but our voice needs to be here. 250 square meters of mats, but you can divide the room with the screens. Just press and you separate the things as you like.
The question actually I've always had since going to your Bill Olympic Academy, as a blue belt, right? Like I know Alliance colors are black, the gold,
Yeah.
but then the mats are like this light green. Where did that come from?
The light green mats, they come from the original mats from Japanese.
I see.
So in the very beginning, the mats were all green. It was a very old style Japanese mats. That's what we do. We are connected with the tradition.
It's the secret level.
So in here we have 2 rooms for privates. We named the mats with the masters. So this is Master Carlos Gracie mat. This one is Master Eddie Gracie. The biggest one downstairs is Hans Gracie.
Okay.
So we honor the masters. And it's another important thing that we are doing in order to keep our students involved with Jiu-Jitsu. Making them understand the history. Making them understand where Jiu-Jitsu came from. Why we're here. What's our lineage? Who was those guys? How Jiu-Jitsu became Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But every student should get, a message from us at least once a month.
Right.
From different things.
Fabio, thank you so much for showing us around to Alliance Jardins flagship. Learned so much, learned a lot about even things that I do. The green mats, obviously some history, and you taught me how to run the academy better back in San Diego with Johnny, so thank you so much. Looking forward to keep learning from you.
Anytime, anytime.